Hello and welcome everyone to Women Speakers Association, WSATV. I'm Laura Rubenstein. I'm your host and producer of WSATV. I'm also a digital marketing strategist, helping people to bring their brands out online and on the internet more widely. And I'm also the author of Social Media Myths Busted, the Small Business Guide to Online Revenue. And I'm excited today because I'm calling in from San Diego and I've got people all over, wonderful women experts who are inspiring and causing global transformation around the world and making that global impact that we so desperately need. So I want to go ahead and start introducing them to you. So let's go ahead and say hi to everyone. Hi, Janice.
Hi, Laura.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Tell us about you.
Well, what I want you to know about is that I have a real passion, and that is to work with women.
And where are you calling in from today?
From Chicago.
Oh, great. And what's your website?
And my website is askjanicegoldman.com.
Do you have a book as well?
And I have a book, and it's called Let's Talk About Money, a Girlfriend's Guide to Protecting Her Assets.
That's great. And tell us about why you joined WSA, what you love about it.
What I love about WSA is that I feel that there's a lot of wisdom gathered here, and a lot of women who want to share their nuggets of wisdom with each other and the world.
Awesome. We sure are, and we're definitely empowering and changing the world as well, just like that. So let's say hi to Sarah. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Laura. Thank you for having me. So my name is Sarah Davis, and I'm coming from Rochester, New York, and I am a certified spiritual life coach. The thing that I love about Women's Spirit Speakers Association is that it's such an awesome platform for women that has a voice. It gives us the opportunity to yell at the top of our lungs, say, listen to me, I have a voice, and it's a sisterhood to me. I just love it.
It is a sisterhood of women empowering women. So welcome, and let's say hi to Angela. Hi, Angela.
Hello, Laura. Thank you for having me. My name is Angela Artemis, and I have a website called poweredbyintuition.com. And I am a women's worth and wealth mentor. And I'm calling in right now from right across the river from beautiful New York City in northern New Jersey. And I love being part of the Women's Speakers Association because, as Janice and Sarah said, there's so much wisdom here and women can use their voice. And I love how it empowers women to create a platform for sharing their knowledge and expertise. And I just love being part of it.
Yeah. It's very empowering. So women, if you are interested in joining Women's Speakers Association, we do have a free level of membership you can get at joinwsa.com. Sorry, that's joinwsa.com. So thanks for mentioning all those great things about yourselves and about Women's Speakers Association. Now what I want to do is get a little deeper on what you're passionate about, like who you work with and what you do for them and what impact that's making in the world. So let's, Janice, you started telling us about that. Let us know a little bit more about your passions here.
Okay, well, just like Sarah talked about her voice and having her voice heard, I'm all about the voice. And I want to help women have fierce financial conversations. And not, I think what's happened with women is that they have not learned how to negotiate for pay raises. And, there's every day you hear another story about on House of Cards, the female lead isn't making what the male lead did, and Jennifer Lawrence. And then also in every domain, I want women to find out what a man's STDs are before she agrees to marry him. And I don't mean those STDs. I mean his savings, his taxes, and his debt.
Good call. Tell us, how did you get into this?
Well, I got into this because I made just about every financial mishap one could make from not paying attention. And I felt like I was born to write this book so that it doesn't have to continue the mishaps of not making good financial decisions. I was married. So on day one, what happened was, unfortunately, my husband died of leukemia and I had to bury him. On day two, I found out that I was having twins. So I'm crying and the doctor says, twins aren't that bad. I said, you don't understand. And then the third day, I found out that he left his life insurance to his first wife. So you could see that shaped my whole life. And I am on a mission with my book. I'm on a mission I want to get out to as many women as I can. And I want to let them know that we can shorten that learning curve. You don't have to make all those mistakes about how to negotiate a raise, or
Absolutely.
marrying somebody who's got too much debt, or not reading the beneficiary, and on and on and on. And that is my mission, because I believe that women are at the bottleneck right now. And the reason that we haven't gone pop yet is our voice.
Thank you. Can tell how passionate you are about that.
I love that, Janice. I love your story and what you're doing. I love it.
It's great.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
And Sarah, tell us about what you're passionate about in the world and what impact you're making.
I'm very passionate. We're working with women from battered women's shelters, women that's at risk, because that was me 4 years ago. And what brought me to this, my son was a victim of a homicide 11 years ago. Then I realized that moment I got that knock on the door from the police officer, I said, I cannot be the only woman going through this. I cannot be the only mother going through this. And I had to go through partial hospitalization to try to, to get better, because I was 9 months pregnant. And I remember the therapist saying to me, you don't need to be here. You're too busy helping everybody else. I said, that's right. If I can go through that and save some woman some pain, then that's my job. That's my dharma. And I love my sisters enough to take it out. And I love what Janice said, that sometimes we don't realize that we have a voice. We're at the bottom and we need to yell out and tell everyone, hey, I'm here.
I'm here.
This is why I do what I do, because I love, and I call everyone my sisters. So I am your sister and I am here to help.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you for being there and for helping those people who are at risk and have experienced loss and homelessness. It's powerful. Great work as well.
Wonderful story and amazing, rising above circumstances. Wow.
Yeah. So Angela, tell us about you and what lights you up and what impact you're making in the world.
Well, I work with women coaches and entrepreneurs and business owners, and I help them to overcome the fear and insecurity and sometimes even absolute cringing around selling themselves and their programs. And the reason I do that is because I spent 30 years in financial sales, and having sold financial products and my background being a trained financial planner, when I went into coaching, what I found was all of these amazing women with this amazing experience, like Janice, like Sarah, who had some way of really helping people get out of pain and solving an immense, excruciating problem, but they just were not confident selling themselves and their programs. And so they had this amazing voice and these absolutely life-changing, transformational products and programs and services, but even though they could talk about it, they were not converting. And I just realized I love sales. I've been in sales for 30 years, and I know how to do it. And I want to help them, because they're not going to share their light unless they get out there and learn how to share what they do in a way that magnetically draws people to them and then has them say yes. And I love doing that because by empowering them to sell what they do, I'm helping them become a force for good that actually spreads their light from one person to the other. And that's what gives me such great satisfaction and fulfillment, to see them do it and not struggle. So.
You know, you all are very much aligned, don't you think?
Yes.
It's amazing how, you know, you each take a different piece or a different type of person and help bring their light out into the world, like Angela, you were saying. So thank you. And because we have such wisdom here, because I want you all to feel like you are in our living room once again, having this rich conversation with these wise women, I'd like to ask each of you for a piece of advice that you could leave with our viewers to help them make a bigger impact, to bring out that light in the world that they are. So let's go around and quickly share one piece of advice that you have. Janice.
Well, what I have discovered is that you don't know what you don't know, and what you don't know will hurt you.
Wow.
Like I was married to this man and he had leukemia, but I was so sure he would make it that I didn't check the beneficiary. Mm-hmm. And it's that not knowing that you should be checking this and checking, the wills and checking, all the financial papers and everything. And so my piece of advice is, I think that I offer myself up as one way to bridge that gap of finding out what you don't, of knowing what you don't know. And I say, like, you probably always wished you had a girlfriend that you could ask any money question to.
Right.
Well, I'm that girlfriend.
So the piece of advice is make Janice your girlfriend. I love it.
Yes,
Thank you so
exactly.
much.
And yes, I mean, I think I'm like a great girlfriend to get you through. Should you have a prenup? Should you read his divorce decree?
That's great.
You know, how to negotiate a raise.
And start talking about money, right?
Talking about money. And if it's not me, have someone that knows more than you, and talk to them regularly.
Love that. Thank you for that. Beautiful. Sarah, give us a piece of advice from your world and that can help women make a bigger impact.
Always be an open book. Love yourself internally. If you make a mistake, it's okay. Tomorrow will come. Know that you are divinely made and you're allowed to make mistakes and rock those heels, those sneakers, or whatever you got to do, but dance your dance to your music.
Woohoo! I'm dancing. And I love that word, mistakes, because if you break it down, it's mistakes.
That's right.
I love it.
Absolutely.
Thank you for that reminder and that beautiful, inspiring piece of wisdom. I loved how you said it. It's great. Angela, give us your wisdom for the women listening today.
I would like people to know that great salespeople are not born, they are made. And a lot of people think that if you have the gift of gab, you're a great salesperson just because you can talk to anyone. And I can tell you after 30 years of selling, that is not true. You will push people away if you don't know when to stop talking. There's a practice. There's ways to sell that are just so beautiful, compassionate, coming from a place of service, and having a wonderful conversation that goes deep, that by the end, the person you're speaking to has already convinced themselves that they need what you have. And it's not selling at all. It's something that you learn and practice, and you do not have to be a born salesperson. Like any skill, you can learn it. And once you do, the world is your oyster.
Talk about confidence, right? There's a side benefit to that.
Absolutely.
Wow. You women rock. First of all, I want to just say that. You enlighten us. You've taken us through a process. I don't know if you've kind of realized that. And once again, here we are. But the process I see you've all taken us through is, from Sarah encouraging us to love ourselves and Janice reminding us that, it's okay to talk about money and get help talking about it and figuring out what the situation is and not keeping our heads buried or being ignorant about what we don't know, to then once you know what you have to sell, get the skills in selling it and build your confidence in that. So, wow, what a wellspring of resources we have here. And yes, yet another amazing episode of Women Speakers Association, WSATV. If you would like to be connected to women as wonderful as we have here and as wonderful as you are, please join us at joinwsa.com. We have a free level associate membership for you. These women all are premier members and getting more visibility and helping more people in the world. And we'd love to help you do that as well. We will be back with you for another episode of WSA TV shortly. Please visit us at WSA TV to see past episodes and upcoming episodes. We'll see you soon. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
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 Bye.